What's up everybody, welcome to Unparalleled Universe for another action figure review, and today we'll be looking at the new Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legends Punisher figure from Hasbro. And here's a quick look at him in the packaging. On the top it says Legend Series, and at the bottom you see the Punisher. And on the side we get some very cool Punisher artwork. On the top we get a nice Punisher logo. And on the back you get a look at the Punisher, and you also see the figures from the Spider-Man Absorbing Man Build-A-Figure wave. And yeah, the packaging is very cool. I'm a fan of the Hasbro packaging, very collector friendly and all that cool stuff. Now let's take a look at his articulation. His head can go side to side, and it has a little bit of tilt to it because it's on a ball joint. And it could come down this much, and it comes up about that much. He has an ab crunch, but his belt kind of gets in the way a little bit, and it comes back about that much. And you gotta kind of move his belt around to get his waist to swivel back and forth. So there you go. And you could also bring it up, and you're able to move it a little bit easier. And his arms are on ball jointed shoulders, so they could come out to the side about this much. And they could come all the way around. He has upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and he has a swivel at the wrist, and he has a hinge at the wrist. And for his legs, they could come out to the front about this much, and they only come out to the side a little bit, not that much at all. And then he has the upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. He has a swivel at the boot. He has rocker ankles. And his feet can also tilt up and down. Go down about that much, and they come up about that much. So it has a nice amount of articulation. It's the same body as the Captain America, or the Cap Wolf, so we're familiar with the articulation setup. He comes with two different heads. This is the first one. It's just a head with the bandana. And here's the second one. A head without a bandana. Then he comes with a little striker shotgun, an M60, and a bazooka. And here's a closer look at the figure. Like I said before, it's the same body as the Captain America Cap Wolf figure, so it's nothing crazy new, but it works really good for Punisher, I think. It's a nice clean sculpt. I really like these add-ons here. These are very cool. There's some nice paint work in there. You can tell that there's like a bit of a wash all through it. And yeah, it looks very cool. I like when they put these little add-ons to these bodies to make them like more unique and things like that. So it's very cool. And these little straps and belts and things like that have a lot of nice sculpting throughout the whole thing. And yeah, it's very cool. Same thing down here on the belt. You get a nice wash and brown paint on the belt. And yeah, it's very cool. Here you could tell that the forearm was casted in white, then they just painted it black because you could see some white in the peg hole there. But yeah, it's very cool. And here's a closer look at the head sculpt. I think they did a pretty nice job on this head. The bandana is pretty solid. I don't feel like it's gonna break or anything like that. This head has like a really 90s feel to it. It really reminds me of the Punisher when he appeared in the Spider-Man animated series. And the hair is sculpted really nice. The paint is good. I really like the facial expression. It's very cool. And this face is very cool too, but he kind of looks like he needs a nap, or he's a drug addict or something going on with him. But still looks very cool. You got a 5 o'clock shadow going on. And the only thing that kind of sucks about this head is the paint on the hair is kind of inconsistent, and you could kind of see some flesh tone through his hair. And that kind of sucks. It's an easy fix, but it still kind of sucks. And I really like the way they made his eyes look all tired and kind of like dark under his eyes. That's kind of cool. But yeah, very, very nice head sculpt. And this gun is pretty cool. I guess it's called like a striker shotgun. It's pretty cool, but I hate that they painted it white. I think that's ridiculous when they do that. But it has a cool sculpt to it. And the M60 is very nice. And they painted this appropriate color, so that's very cool too. Then he comes with this cool bazooka. It's pretty nice. It has a cool little sight on it. I think it's the same bazooka that comes with the recently released Deadpool figure. So there's a hole here to attach his, you know, boxing glove attachment, I think. And then there's a peg here so that you could stick it in the back of Punisher. And it fits in there nice and snug. So that's cool. And it's dope that he has somewhere to put it when he's not holding it in his hands. One thing I didn't like about this figure is that he doesn't have trigger fingers. So he kind of has to hold the guns by the handles. And I mean, that looks kind of stupid, but you know, it's not a huge deal. I really wish he came with like interchangeable hands, like maybe with some holding hands, trigger finger, and some fists. But for some size comparisons, here he is next to Marvel Legends Agent Venom and Marvel Legends Namor. And here he is next to Marvel Legends Pizza Spider-Man and Marvel Legends Daredevil. And here he is next to the Mattel Halo Master Chief figure and DC Icons Flash. And here he is next to one of my favorite Marvel Legends figures. This is the Marvel Legends Toybiz Punisher from Series 4 from back in the day. And this new Punisher definitely has like a cleaner look to him, and he looks very good next to the new Marvel Legends figures. But I don't know if he quite tops the Series 4 Punisher, only because the Series 4 Punisher has like a really nice sculpt, and you know, he's more unique. Like, there's no reused parts, and I don't think they reused any of his parts for anybody else. You know, like a lot of the Toybiz figures, he looks kind of funny. Like, you know, I think his arms look kind of funny. I think his lower arm is like long, or I don't know. It just looks weird to me. I don't know, but I still love that figure. And yeah, as far as compared to the new figure, they both have some strengths and they both have some weaknesses. I can't really say which one is better, but I definitely like both of them. So overall, he's a very cool figure. He's definitely not perfect. The paint was pretty good on it, but there was some imperfections throughout the figure. Like I mentioned, on the head, you could see some flesh tone coming through the hair. And on his symbol, it was a little bit sloppy, but it wasn't so sloppy that I felt I had to like repaint it or anything like that. I really do wish that he came with trigger fingers, and I really wish that this gun was painted a different color, because it's a very cool looking gun, but I think the white looks kind of ridiculous. And this body's nothing new. It's the same body as Cap Wolf and the same body as the Grim Reaper figure, but these little add-ons like the belt and the chest strap kind of make it feel unique, so that's very cool. And I think they did a really good job on those pieces too. They did a lot of nice sculpting, and the paint is really cool. There's like a wash, and it's brown, and it looks very good, so that's cool. And so far, Walgreens has had like a lot of dope exclusives. Like I like all of them: Ant-Man, Daredevil, Agent Venom, Namor, and now Punisher. All of them have been dope so far, so that's very cool. And I like the fact that they don't have a Build-A-Figure piece. Only because then you could take the figure out, play with it or whatever, put it back in the package and display it like a new figure without having that big old empty space because of the Build-A-Figure piece. But yeah, it's very cool. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to check out CoolToyReview.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. Also, be sure to check out the Marvel Legends Collectors Facebook page. I'll leave a link in the description below for that too. And if you liked the video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that cool stuff. That's it. Thank you very much. Peace.